Welcome to all parents and my learners, grade 12. I hope you find this PowerPoint informative. And each year I begin my history lessons for each grade with a quote. And as I began it this year, I'm sure the learners have forgotten it. It was history. The study of history is the beginning of political wisdom. I hope you enjoy and find the PowerPoint informative. A big welcome from Peter Mania. Content covered in Term 1 and 2, the Cold War, Vietnam, our case study, and the Civil Rights Movement in the USA. Content covered in Term 1 and 2, the Cold War, the Truman Doctrine, the Marshall Plan, the fall of the Berlin Wall, the construction of the Berlin Wall, division of Europe, East-West, the Truman Doctrine, and Vietnam as our case study. The US Civil Rights Movement, reason and origins, forms of protest, as example, freedom marches, the Freedom of Summer, Bloody Sunday, and the Selma Montgomery marches. Content to be covered in Term 3 and 4, Civil Resistance in South Africa, 1970 to the 1980s, South Africa in the 1970s to 1980s, Crisis of Apartheid in the 1980s, End of the Cold War, and New World Order. Independent Africa, specifically the three countries, Tanzania, Congo, and Angola. Breakdown of marks and weightings. As you can see, the weightings, formal 25, tests 1, 25, 25, 25, altogether then 100 marks. Term 3, the prelim exam is 75 marks, paper 1 100, paper 2 200, and then your CAS assessment is 100 marks, and the CAS assessment consisting of research tasks as well as formal tests, and which is a combination of topics with the focus on different aspects in history. So 15% for the research topic, 10% gives us 25%. September exam format. Paper 1 is the essay paper. What to study: the Cold War, South Africa 1989 to 1994. In other words, leading up to independence. And the essay paper is 100 marks, time 2 hours. Paper 2 is the source-based paper. What to study: South Africa 1970 to 1989. Resistance to Apartheid, as it's often called as well. Independent Africa, dealing with the Congo, Tanzania, and Angola. The TRC, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, End of the Cold War, and New World Order. Total marks 200, time 3 hours, and paper 2 is a source-based paper in which the learner has to analyze sources. All answers are in the source. So reading, analysis, answering, and then writing a source-based essay of 50 marks, 550 words, based on the sources or a selection of sources.